Okay.
I'm not
Hey
sure if it.
guys,
Oh,
we're back. um, Unfortunately, we are down a Rona, aka
Kadia.
Kadia, tonight. Um, just not feeling the greatest, which hey happens to the best of us. Um, so what we are gonna try to, continue on and push through. Um, because we do want to continue the story. Um, and that is something that we want to be able to keep sharing with everyone. So that is what we are planning on doing tonight. Um, so last we left off, the individuals within a cavern had adventured to the city of Dagbor. And you okay there? It sounds like somebody just fell.
whoa.
It's fine. My my pizza fell, and I had to save it.
Wait a minute, I thought you had salad.
Yeah.
I have both now.
Okay, that's a story for another time. Uh, uh, all right, so they
I need a
travel.
napkin.
They just be
I'll
away
be
from
right
me.
back.
Okay,
You can.
they traveled to the city of Dagbor, where they found themselves staying for the evening in a temple outside, a temple to the patron um, of nature. I believe it was On. Yeah, On. Sorry, new to this. Uh, New game. Who dis? Um, so they then the next day they were able to gain entry into the common district of the city of Dagbor, where they tried to acquire knowledge about where they were and where they were located in the world. And when presented with that knowledge, they had no idea where they were. All of the four players, none of them recognized any of the landmarks, or any of the land that they currently stood before. When presented with a map of a pre-rise map, they a couple members of the party were able to identify locations where they were familiar with, or that they were familiar with. And they have come to the conclusion that they are not on the same continent, essentially, that they were beforehand.
We lost.
They
We hella lost.
being unbelievably lost, they decided to reach out to the mayor, or the closest thing to a king this city has, where Zio Weisbrew, who, upon believing their story, he invited them to the palace through a written rite. When they entered, they discussed, and Weisbrew tasked them with gathering the rest of the major lords of the land and to join at a summit gathering in the neutral lands. With their new task in hand, the party went back to the tavern that they previously attempted to sleep in, but were assaulted by undead goblins, where they rested for the evening, early evening into early morning, as they were plumb tuckered out. And we come back to the story here, where they wake up next morning, having had all of their spell slots and hit points restored.
Yay.
Abilities that come back on a long rest or a short rest have been returned. And It is now early morning hours as you guys come to consciousness in your individual rooms within the tavern in the city of Dagbol. It is early morning. What would you guys like to do?
Me hungry.
You just sit up in bed and just be like, I'm hungry.
Actually, didn't he fall asleep on the floor last time?
Yeah, I fell asleep
Oh yeah,
on
that's
the
true.
floor.
You were not in the bed. You just sit up from the floor and just like the Undertaker. I'm hungry.
Yeah. That's literally what I'm imagining right now.
Okay. You go
so
downstairs.
I go down to, yeah.
Go to breakfast.
All right,
That's
you go. You both. I'm assuming both of you guys join him as well. Then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys get down there, you do see the bronze-scaled, the female bronze-scaled dragonborn standing, kind of behind the counter, doing both what seems to be both cooking and dishes. She kind of turns to you guys and just, "Hey, I'll be there. I'll be there in one moment." And she eventually comes forward and has you guys place your order for breakfast. Breakfast is going to be, I mean, if you want to splurge, you can spend as much as you want, but a typical meal is about a silver piece.
I'm just
I'll
gonna do a
just do
typical
a-
meal.
I'll do 2 typical meals.
You're going to do a what?
2 typical meals.
2 typical meals. Okay, so go ahead and mark off 2 silver pieces.
Denock is going to look at you. Oh, not quite in disgust, but more along the lines of why?
Your answer
Me
becomes
hungry.
clear. Your answer becomes clear as piece by piece, the entirety of the meals disappear down Cardin's gullet.
Quickly.
A few moments
someone-
later, Katya also comes downstairs, sleepy, bedhead, barely awake, sits down, and also places an order for breakfast.
Well, we should probably discuss where we're going first. We're going to all the cities.
Let's go to the closest one and go from there.
That's a surprisingly intelligent thought there.
I mean, it just generically it makes sense. Because why would you go to? We do this as a tribe. We go to the. Since we go in this pattern, we sort of. It doesn't make sense to backtrack where you came from.
Yeah. Looks like the closest one to a Tolis.
So,
I assume we still have a map.
So, do any of those people have toes?
so
I would assume they all have toes. Like we all have toes as well. At least I'm pretty sure we all have toes.
So it's you're close. You're looking at the number, the kind of the center location. It's
Yeah.
it's a weird pronunciation. It's actually Tolis.
Tolis.
Long O sound. Actually, according to the legend on the map, all of the cities, with the exception of Deja, is a 2 days ride from your current location.
Oh,
In
so
a
they're all about the same.
In a straight line, that is.
Okay.
So, Yeah, that's unfortunately that is kind of just how the land is designed with the cities. Everything is about a 2 days ride. Probably 3.5 ish on foot.
We have what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I believe that's what you were given. Where it was 2 weeks. You were given 2 weeks.
Did they give us horses?
No. No, they did not. You did not ask for them either, so.
I mean, I wouldn't think to ask for them. It's just.
It's gonna be really.
You were right.
Where's the meeting spot that we were supposed to go to after we deliver them all?
So the neutral lands is located on the I'm trying to think of the word to describe it. The plains leading to the base of the Airy Mountains, in the most western peaks. Does that make sense?
So it's kind of to the west of where we are now.
Yes. This city here would actually probably be about it would be about a day if it wasn't for the fact that the mountains are in the way. So it's like a 2-day journey even from here. They've tried to find the most centralized location that would cause everybody a little bit of inconvenience in order to hold a summit. Or at least so it would appear.
But wait, they all just have teleportation circles just to that location.
You don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's just me, not. That's me making like a sarcastic. But Cardin does not know what a teleportation circle is.
So yeah, unfortunately he doesn't really have a way of either. So really it's just a matter of where you want to go first.
I think Tooless sounds good.
What in the world was that?
Specifically mispronouncing it.
Sorry, I apologize if anybody just heard that. I swear I think I just heard a door slam in my house.
Nope, didn't hear it.
Okay, well, I did. So sorry if that picked up anywhere, but anyway. You guys are debating on the city of Tolus, I believe.
Yeah, that would put us equal distance from kind of every city, it looks like.
Yep, until you go to another city.
Yeah.
Well, just about. I'll give you a hint. There is no correct path. There is no correct path. You can only choose wrong. I mean, what?
No correct answer. Every answer is wrong. Got
Pretty
it.
much.
So we stay here.
You've
No, we go
activated
north
my
until we
trap
reach the
card.
end. Yeah.
So
Enoch just shrugs.
okay. Yeah. Katya has no opinion on where where to, which city would go to go to either.
How about
It's such a decisive party.
we flip a coin and wherever the coin lands, that's where we go.
You could just roll a D4. There are 4 cities to choose from.
But do we
He
have
wants the coin to land on the map.
Oh,
like,
I see
on
what
the,
you're saying.
on the map type of a deal?
So
Like,
you
I
guys
would
are gonna
say,
play darts with the map?
like if we had
The map is not
D4s,
ours, and we borrowed from a library.
if we had D4s in game, then sure we would roll D4.
I see what you're
But-
saying.
The coin landing on the map or whatever, like the darts or whatever, that just I feel like that just sort of fits.
Okay.
Like in game, because I don't think anybody has a gambling kit.
You could also do a process of elimination, 2 out of 5 kind of a thing. So 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5. I'm sleep deprived. Leave me alone.
We all are.
Sweet.
I know, right? Anyway,
It's been a week.
however you guys would like to decide on what city to go to, that is where we shall go to. Well, first you guys have to travel, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just start walking in a direction, and if we end up somewhere, we end up
Well,
there.
Here's an idea. If the meeting
Do
grounds,
you
the
guys
neutral
ha-
zones to the west of us, why don't we just start going east first?
So-
Or go to
so like a
Polis and then go to the east.
okay, I see what you're saying.
That way we go in a circle and end up, and our last spot would be the neutral zone.
Circle makes sense.
So do you want to start in the city of Bahrain, or do you want to head to the city of Tolis?
Either one's fine with me. I was just making a
Alright.
recommendation.
I'm gonna say Byran might work.
Are in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Sure.
All right.
Bahrain it is.
Ran it is.
All right.
For a second, I
Hey.
thought it was Iran.
All right. So you guys have decided on a location to travel to. You guys have your own gear to gather. Any preparations within the city that you would like to make before leaving the city?
How much would like a? Well, I would need to ask. Would I be able to find like a? Nah. Like a walking stick.
Are you wanting to purchase one, or are you wanting to like just look for
Find
one?
It would probably be like a. It'd probably be more like quarterstaff size, but. It's a
Okay,
walking
if you're
stick.
looking for a quarterstaff for property and statistics wise, you would have to
Mhm.
purchase one of those.
Yeah, that's what. I
There
was just
well,
thinking like that would be like
well-
on the way out of the city if there's something I might.
well,
look for
there are shops in the city that you could find and shop at.
Yeah, but we're on a time limit, so meh.
Well,
You
first
guys
off,
go.
let's buy some supplies.
Yeah.
You guys were
fair.
giving let's see, that's 2, 4, 6, 8 and another 2. You guys were given essentially a 4 to 5 day grace period in between like traveling to city. So you have time yet. It's not like you were given, there's It's not like there was 4 cities and you were given 8 days to travel to all 4 cities. When there's 2 days travel between the cities, you were given plenty of time to make the trip. So you have time. It's not like you guys have to rush everything.
Anything? I don't think there's really anything I'm looking for.
Well, like I
Besides,
said,
rations.
Maybe buy some more rope just in case something like
That's
started with happens
a
again.
good point. I'm gonna go find rope.
I'm gonna go get me food and rope.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. So
Rations and rope.
1 second. Let me grab my book here of handy dandy knickknacks. Okay, so actually here is an interesting point. You guys have never been to the general store first, so I need somebody to make an investigation check.
Nope.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Guys, my investigation's 0, so.
Okay. There it rolled.
What?
Okay, well, to be fair, I'm assuming somebody is aiding you. No? Okay.
I said yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear it. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the first one, and with a soft 20. Eventually, you guys do find what you can only assume is the common goods is a general store, as it is literally a wooden building labeled common goods.
I mean,
you walk inside and you are met with a dark-skinned human male who kind of turns and, oh, welcome to the shop. I don't believe I've seen you guys around before.
No. We're new around here.
Clearly. What can I help you guys find?
Stuff.
We have lots of stuff.
Well, I'm looking for rope and food.
Okay.
Same.
Well, are you looking for hemp rope or silk rope? And how much of it?
100 feet.
Okay. Again,
Whichever's cheaper.
well, that would be our hemp rope. If you want 100 feet, that's 2 gold pieces.
I'll do 50 feet.
50 feet is a gold piece.
And I'll do 2.
Okay. He takes the money. You get Denoc, you get 100 feet of rope. Valinar, you get 50 feet. And then for rations, he goes, how many days worth of rations are you trying to looking to obtain?
Maybe just 5 days.
5 days worth of rations. That will run. He kind of like does some quick calculation in his head. That will be. That would be 2.5 gold pieces. So 2 gold pieces, 5 silver.
All right.
For 5 days rations.
Can I get 10 days of rations?
That's 5 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I
That just
think,
makes it easier for me to compute.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna say that Katya would also buy some rations. Obviously, not a lot, just because you guys already have some rations. However, I would say that they would buy probably 2 gold pieces worth, which is another. How many days of rations did you buy, Valinar? You
I
said
got 5.
5? So he would have gotten an additional 4. So I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I believe the packs come with 10 days of rations. So,
They do.
Yeah, you guys should be.
I'm gonna double check that because mine's weird.
Yeah, yours is weird.
I think mine came with like 2.
What do you
not-
have? The priest pack? Yeah, you have 2 days
Yeah.
of rations.
Yeah, which are probably gone now.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, you unless you've been eating them, but for the most part, meals have been provided.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Cool. 2 more. It's 7.
Yep. The rest of you guys who have Dungeoneers come with 10 days of rations. So, okay. And water skins. Don't forget that if you guys want water, those are probably something. All right. Is there anything else that I can hope you guys find?
Can I just do like a perception to see if anything in the store catches like my eye type of deal?
Sure. Go ahead and roll perception. 15. I mean, he's got some pointy bits in here. Not a whole lot of like real fancy stuff, but he's got some arrows, some basic short swords, things like that. He does have some quarterstaffs off on the side though.
I say, how much are those quarterstaves?
Let's see. The quarterstaves will run you. That's funny. Well, let's see. We got one here made out of, and he like walks over and he pulls like three or four back, and he goes, "Well, we have this one kind of, common oak. We have one made of sprig, hardened wood, and a year wood. Staff here. Which one are you interested in?" He's like, as he's like looking you up and down, and the giant sword on your back, he's really wondering why you need this thing. But which one are you particularly looking at? I will say the U one is probably the prettiest looking one. In terms of like harsh, the
sprig one.
Well, the sprig is actually going to be looks a little more brittle due to the nature of a sprig tree.
Okay.
But the hardened wooden one looks a little more, I guess dense is the proper word to say.
Yeah, I'll take the sturdy oak one.
There's the common oak and then the hardened wood.
Okay.
So do you want the oak one, or the hardened wood?
Let's do the hardened wood.
Okay. The hardened wooden staff will run you 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
All right. You can add.
Yeah, you're wondering why I want this, but I mean,
He is, but I could, as a DM.
yeah,
Meh.
yeah.
So go ahead and add to your inventory a hardened quarterstaff.
I
Okay.
believe that's strength, correct?
It is yeah, it can be.
Okay. And what? 1d4 or one?
No, quarterstaffs are 1d6 bludgeoning, or if you two-hand it, it's 1d8.
Okay. Um. And then I think I did that right. So hopefully that works. Yep,
Okay.
that worked.
All right. And after acquiring goods at the common goods store. Actually, I'm sorry. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to see if they had here?
No, I think I'm good.
Do they have any healing potions?
He will the individual in this store will go, unfortunately I don't sell healing potions. That's actually, you'll find that at the Arcane Juncture. Gala runs that store. You'll have to go talk to her.
Enoch thanks him and asks for directions.
It's go to the main thoroughfare and turn left, and it's, I swear, probably 6 buildings down. It should be on your right. So
Enoch turns to his companions.
I believe we should at least get a healing potion for each of us, if nothing else.
Perhaps. We'll find out.
But what's here for it then? And I point to Valnar.
I can only do it so many times. And I'm not always gonna be there.
True. But I mean, I don't know that, so.
Yeah.
All right. On the way there, Katio is actually going to mention about trying to find transportation, maybe potentially renting horses of some kind, as horse would be the fastest means of traveling, to your guys' knowledge. So, with directions, there's no need to excuse me. There is no need to roll. You guys eventually find a small building, warmly lit on the interior, and the exterior. It's a building. It's not necessarily like as prestigious as the rest of the buildings surrounding it. It is definitely a commoner's dwelling that has been multi-purposed into a storefront as well. So you guys, and on the front it does read Arcane Juncture on the front of the store. You guys go in and you are greeted by a young female gnome. She kind of turns and goes, "Ah, well, look at you lot. You look like you're lost."
That's an understatement.
Anyway, welcome to the Arcane Junction. What can I do for you?
We would each like a healing potion.
Healing potion, huh?
To
Oh,
start with.
okay.
How much it is first?
Are you looking for just a standard healing potion?
Standard's probably good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, each standard healing potion will run let's see. Yeah, about it'll run you 50 gold pieces. Yeah, and Denoc, this comes as a shock to you, as healing potions are not that expensive back home.
I say, well, I'm out, and I just turn around.
Just above game question of the DM
Mhm.
about how much healing is a standard healing potion. I can't remember.
2d4 plus 4.
1d4?
Mm-hmm.
2d4.
Oh well. Oh,
2d4.
2d4.
Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 4. Potential healing of 8. Or, sorry, 12. My bad. It's a lot of money, but, early levels. I'm actually gonna look and see if, Katya has...
I'll buy one.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much all of Denoc's money at this point, and he's not interested.
It is a substantial amount of money, as,
And
Hmm?
this is a pretty big shock to his system, considering.
Mm-hmm. You're used to people like farting these out, like a factory, essentially. I think the most expensive healing potion you probably ever would have heard of, and you thought it was downright scandalous, was probably like a 25 GP healing potion of this caliber, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's my tribe, and I don't even like.
Do you know what a healing potion is? Just sorry.
Well, like we have like druids and stuff. So
His healing. So it wouldn't. Yes and no. You do not call it a healing potion. It is quite literally more of a. It would quite literally be more of something where you are, where a druid or essentially a druid or a quote-unquote cleric of the land would essentially just take herbs and mix them into a water base, and you would drink that. It would taste like dirt, but it would work. Not as effectively as what these healing potions would be, but they are still something that give you a little bit of a pick-me-up. It's kind of, it's used commonly to stave off colds and illnesses, but for the most part, your tribe tends to rough it out. Just get through the day is what a lot of people say.
So, for the sake of giving it a name, primitive healing potion.
Oh, are you buying one?
No. I'm saying his.
Oh yeah. Healing word in a bottle. Like, that's the best way I can describe it.
I know, but if you had to give it a name,
probably like a primitive kind of a healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
Denock's gonna just peruse through the other materials in the shop, see if anything.
In this store, you definitely see things that would be useful for spellcasters. Most everything that would be like that you would be like, oh, this could be interesting. You look at the price tag and you're just like, no.
Nope.
But there are ingredients here for you to replace spell components and different expendable parts of your spells, as that is something that you do as a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think I'm good.
yeah, I honestly don't think Katya would buy a healing potion. Just
Question.
yes.
This is a spell question. The material component for Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yep.
Do the tarts have to be fresh?
Let me check. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. 2 tiny tarts and a feather that is waved in the air. It does not say, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Because I'm
my
pretty.
next thought was, do I need to go to a baker?
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't tarts, aren't they kind of like isn't like their whole purpose to already be kind of stale?
I don't know.
I mean, I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. But
No, it's like a little cup of fruit.
Okay. I mean, I know it's also a pastry. That's why I was asking.
Basically, a small fruit pie,
Mm-hmm.
from what I'm looking at.
Right, but and it doesn't matter. I was wrong. It happens a lot. So all right. So I mean, unless there's anything else specific that you are looking for here.
No.
Nah.
Like obviously
I
there are
dropped
things
more money than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, I mean obviously there are things in here that would be very nice to have. But money. Oh. All right.
It would be
Denock
nice
is,
to
I'm sorry.
get
is going
money.
Denock is going to turn to the other three who didn't buy the potion and say,
I feel like we should compensate him a little bit, at least, for the potion.
and is going to hand you 9 gold.
Wait, what? Why am I getting money? Are we talking to me?
Yes. Denock turned to the other three who didn't buy the potion and is trying to get them to give you at least something.
I'm not taking any money.
I seriously feel like Katya would be like, why he decided to do what he can decide what he, he's a big boy. He can do with his money what he wants.
So you're going to refuse the 9 gold?
I refuse money if you guys are trying to give me money.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see Katya doing that, but, you're welcome to try, but he's, as he said, he's already turning it down, so, Katya doesn't really try to offer anything.
I've been down. Do I see like a stake somewhere? Like on the floor or
a stick?
Or a rock or something?
Make an investigation check.
Wow.
Okay.
Brain blast. I would say with an 18. By the way, make sure we're calling out our rolls, guys. I know it's gonna take a little bit of practice, but with an 18, I will say that you find a loose part of some cobblestone, and it looks like a rock to you.
I pick up the cobblestone.
Okay, you pick
like
up
the loose part.
Yep, you pick it up.
And then I offer it to Valinar.
Wait, what?
So
You're
Cardin just
what?
Cardin just turn you watch as Cardin just bends down and picks up a piece of the cobblestone road essentially that's from the outside, and he just turns around and hands it to you like it's a present.
What? Why are you giving me a stone?
Just to compensate you for what D-Doc said.
Say what?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a rock.
All right.
So do I just add one rock to my inventory?
Sure. If you want a rock for your inventory, take it.
I mean, he could throw it at somebody.
Rock.
That's kind of why I took it.
Yep.
So I can just chuck it at someone later.
Dude, not gonna lie. Go ahead.
I have a request for you. When you do that, my friend. When you pull out that rock.
Yeah.
When you do, don't say anything else except for rock.
Maybe, if I remember.
I mean, that feels like something Valinar would say, probably.
Oh,
or like he would hand it over to Cardin to be like, rock, or throw rock.
All right. All right, so with that, what is the next thing that you guys would like to do before leaving for the city? At this point in time, by the way, it's like 10 a.m. You guys got up really early.
Let's move. I mean, that's just sort of what Cardin's thinking.
And
he's like, let's get out of the city.
And
where are we going to think about horses?
Katya would say something. Katya would say something about that.
Horses might not be a bad idea.
It definitely would be faster, she says. He says.
But money.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't hurt to inquire about the price.
I mean,
we have
some time
if we feel like we need horses, we can get them in the next town. You can get a horse if you want to, but I prefer walking.
You said it's what, a 3-day walk or a 2-day walk?
It's probably like 3 1/4, 3 1/2, something like that. It would depend on. It definitely would depend on speed at which you travel. Yeah, I don't even know what. No, there wouldn't be one of those. It's too big of a town. Yeah. So, unfortunately, if Katya would go and inquire about a horse. Yeah, even a but the only thing that they'd be willing to pay for would be a pony. which ironically is just as fast as a draft horse.
Okay.
I mean, I can understand that.
Yep.
Kind of.
Except the
Horse
draft.
being more power than speed.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But the draft horse is 20 gold pieces more.
How much total?
A pony is 30 gold pieces per person or per pony, I guess. They do have a carrying capacity of 225 pounds. So based off of your guys' current mass, some of you might be able to ride on one pony.
Katia would be able to ride the pony.
Well,
I would probably be cutting it close.
yeah. I mean, I guess what
Probably just
I
over.
would try, and the pony would immediately crumple.
yeah. So everybody's over 225.
I'm pretty sure I am.
I'm fairly certain I am.
Something like that.
I figured you guys would be close by the time you add in weight
Our
and
actual
stuff.
characters. Wait.
Yeah, my
Your character's
like,
weight plus the stuff your character is carrying. Like so, for example, even Katya's cutting it close, based off of her mass that she is carrying on her person.
Oh, I know.
yeah, like I'm 235 before my equipment.
Oh man.
And that's like almost it's like 46 it looks like total.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well,
I would crush that pony.
so the other option would be pitching in for something like a
Cart?
well, you could do a cart. Ooh, that was um sorry. All right. So what you could do is you could look into something like doing a cart as well. But you wouldn't. It would need to be drawn by by horses. So what you
We'll walk.
Yeah,
Mhm.
let's walk to the first place. See if
Yeah.
we can somehow make some money on the way.
Yeah. The only other thing that I can think of is trying to buy a couple of draft horses, which have a carrying capacity of 540, but those are 50 gold pieces a pop.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I feel like
Wow.
I even feel like Katya would pass that up. As dainty as they may be. So, okay. With that, you guys prepare your bags and your armor and weapons, and you guys begin to set out for Iran? Is that where you're heading?
Yeah.
Or Tolis?
Oh, we were going to Byran first.
Iran.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
Shall Alrighty. So, who is taking the lead on this journey?
See, I feel like I would, but I also am not the one with the map.
Or knows how to read the map.
Or knows how to read the map. Like I can read, but I've never really seen a map, so I wouldn't know how to read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's possible, yeah. So who would want to do this, I guess?
I'll take point. As long as somebody points me in the right direction to be doing it.
So what you're saying is you'll do it, but somebody has to read the map for you.
Yeah.
I'll be right behind him and
Okay, so I will say go ahead and make a survival check with advantage as you are being helped, being aided through this area.
That would be a soft 20.
Nice. All right.
I mean, that's sort of my thing.
So with that, you guys make pretty good time through the first day. You guys eventually end up needing to camp for the night. Your day begins to go uneventful. However, as the sun begins to set, you guys are currently in a grass, almost like a grass field. The grass isn't terribly high, but you guys found a spot where it seems to thicken a little bit to give you guys the advantage of seeing something coming, perhaps. But there is very little tree coverage here. There are trees in the area, but most of them are fairly far off. So what would you guys like to do as you guys begin to prepare for camp?
Is there any water nearby?
There is.
Okay. I mean, I have my water skin, but yeah.
But you do.
Yeah, I was just thinking. Typically, I like to camp next to things with water, but if there's no water nearby, then there's nothing I can really do.
Unfortunately, there is not water nearby, just kind of due to the nature of
the plains.
Mm-hmm.
Could I? Well, everybody else is sort of like making camp. Could I? I'm going to see if I have. Yeah, can I go out and set my hunting trap? Just like to try and like catch a rabbit or something for the morning's breakfast, or for dinner, either one.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Okay. I'm going to set my hunting trap.
Right. Go ahead.
Like a little ways from the camp, obviously.
Mm-hmm. I will say that you kind of go to the nearby tree line. I mean, it's not terribly far away, but it's also not present.
Close.
It's not. It's like you can't touch the trees, but you could run to the trees if you needed to break for it. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to go out there and set it.
Okay. You go ahead. Go ahead and just make a general survival check for me. Set the trap.
Mm-hmm. Too bad I didn't have advantage.
Yeah. So 6.
Wop, 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 wop.
It's set.
Oh,
definitely not your best job. You can tell that just by looking at it. But
it's set.
It is set. Perhaps you'll catch something.
Yep.
Perhaps or perhaps not.
Yep, I'm going to, and then semi not very satisfied with my handiwork, but not really expecting anything. I'm going to go back to camp and like sort of wait to check on it in the morning.
Okay. You head back to wait for it for morning. All right, and what are the rest of you doing as he is gone for probably, I'd probably call it 20 minutes or so as he disappears into the woods?
Oh yeah, I didn't really tell them.
Nope. So Cardin kind of just walks off into the woods and then about 20 minutes later reappears. Kind of satisfied, kind of dissatisfied. You're not really sure.
Anyone know any good campfire stories?
I'm not going to put words.
Well,
I am not going to put words into Katya's mouth, so he will remain silent.
well, around the campfire, we have stories, but they might be too gruesome for those present. That night, he'd actually come up with something.
Stalling 101.
Because I feel like, I feel like Cardin's, like, as a tribe or something, they would have, like, campfire stories or, like, an oral history type of a deal.
Yeah,
Or,
probably.
like, an oral, like, campfire thing type of a deal. But I'm just trying to think of what I would.
I kind of threw that out there without having one myself, so.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like they would have some sort of campfire stories. I just need to actually come up
This
with
is
them.
the campfire song.
We all
long as you
burst
don't-
into song.
As long as you don't expect us all to hold hands and sing Kumbaya, I'm good.
Bye.
So the clerics start singing Kumbaya.
No.
Oh no.
So my tribe, we have these stories, but I'm also not the most qualified to say our oral histories.
Okay.
But once there was a young boy.
That's it. That's the entire story.
No, I wanted to start with that, and then
Your brain.
I realized that I can't really continue it for fear of copyright reasons.
Oh.
But the way that I was going to say it, but for at the moment, there was a young boy. Once. He was only young once.
As you do.
Did he
He
wear
went out.
green?
Probably. He went out into the wilderness to see if there were any other tribes, and to try and find his mate. And what?
Sorry, I'm being a dweeb. Go ahead.
I thought you like roboted out so hard the way I heard that.
No,
but
Really roboted.
well, I was whispering, so that's part of it.
Okay. But
yeah.
I go on to tell this story. There was a young man who who left his tribe to go out into the woods and find his mate. He wandered for days and days. Whereas he found a bear. And to that, what he didn't know was that this bear was a magical bear. But it wasn't actually a bear. It was a druid. Sitting out in the circle of the wilderness. And thus I was created. The end.
What?
Katia's like, you just gave us your birth story?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You basically got Cardin's very generic birth story.
Huh.
But he had to coax this druid into coming back to the tribe with him. And they lived happily until present day. I don't know where they are now, but they are there.
Okay then.
Wow.
I mean, as I said, there are more qualified people to tell my tribe stories.
Obviously.
That, yes, I need to try and recall them. Hashtag come up with stories. If anybody in the comments or in the wants to hear more about Cardin's tribe or Cardin's tribal histories, please comment below and
no.
let me know so I can have time to come up with those.
So a better way of doing that, because there's no comment section for Twitch, is to
fan fiction.
Oh God.
Nope. Let's
No,
not go down that route.
don't open that door. Don't open that door.
Close it.
Mike.
Quick.
Okay.
Next thing we know, we're gonna get.
Once again, close the door.
Yeah,
Close
let's-
the door.
Yeah.
Maybe whenever we're a bit more famous, that door can be opened just for the shits and giggles.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
You know, that's,
I mean, I'm already waiting on the Ghost X crit fictions. Haven't seen them yet.
Alrighty. Anyway.
Alrighty then. I just figured I would give the offer.
If somebody wants to help our barbarian write a barbarian backstory,
I have a backstory.
clearly, just
Just
find
how
this.
you were born.
Find this video on the Big Ripper YouTube channel, and leave him a comment. It'll be up Monday.
Yes,
Anyway.
please.
Anyway, anybody else want to try it? Would anybody else like to do anything before sleep?
I say I will retire now.
Oh, that was a story. But what time is it now?
It's probably. So, the thing about the islands, and most of you would know this, is time is very difficult to pinpoint. Due to the fact of um the sun sets below the island, or the islands, and so because of this, it often becomes darker before the sun sets, and it also starts to dark, and night tends to last longer than than the daytime due to altitude, where you are in altitude versus where the sun sets. So rough estimate, you're guessing it's probably close to 7-8 o'clock. It's kind of like mid-evening.
Well, I've got no stories, so I'm just gonna probably spend some time in prayer and then go to bed.
Okay.
Actually, when I say I retire, I'm probably going to be doing like push-ups or some crap like that until I go to bed.
Okay.
Denox says, and unless you want to learn how to properly dissect a corpse, I don't think you want to hear any of my stories.
Corpse? I'm joking. I wouldn't hear that. At that where because I would have been out a little bit.
I think I'll take a pass on the dissecting corpses.
Denox just shrugs.
Figured.
Eh,
That's what I've spent 10 years of my life so far doing. It's all the stories I've got.
yeah, all the stories I have are religious ones.
Ugh.
I had a feeling that was probably going to be your response. Yeah, well, good night, everyone.
Okay. So you all go to sleep?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait a second. Should I? Yeah. No. We all go to sleep.
You all go to sleep.
This is such a
Excellent.
great idea. Everyone
Excellent.
goes to sleep.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a great.
So,
Yeah.
And then the DM instantly says excellent. Even better.
all
I was
right.
someone
So,
else to offer watch.
oh no, what did I just roll?
Oh, whoopsies.
Oh god, I don't think you can fight that.
Great things to hear from the DM.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I pulled up something that would help me with generating random encounters through D&D Beyond. It's based off of a D100 system.
Oh boy.
I rolled 100.
Is that a beholder?
No. I'm using the levels 1 to 5.
Oh, okay.
I still don't think you can fight it. Let me see. Where is it? All right. I'm just gonna flip to the back of the book. Use the thing here because that's
Every day I'm shuffling.
Yeah. Sorry about the hold up, guys. Okay, it's on that page, so we are flip here. Nope.
No, that was a great response.
So the table that I rolled for, yeah, no, 100 apparently is a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
What?
Yeah,
What?
am I using the right table? Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, levels 1 to 5.
A level 5 T-Rex.
Only level 5.
No, it's a
T-Rex is
CR.
a TR5.
No, it's a CR8.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was a lot lower than that.
CR1.
What is that? Oh, that sounds like fun. We'll do those.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
So you guys fall asleep. So who has the highest passive perception?
11.
15.
14.
Oh, I don't know what.
You can pull his up.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. 12. Okay, so I believe the cleric has it. With what did you say it was?
15.
15. Yeah. You most definitely have it. Give me 1 second here, because I need to get something set up real quick. Because I was not expecting this. But I'm so happy that it happened.
Because everyone went to sleep.
Yeah.
Like idiots.
Well, to be fair, you guys aren't natural explorers.
No.
And
Enoch is a city boy.
mm-hmm,
I mean, technically I am, but like,
but you're still a baby in your tribe. In a sense. Like obviously you're
yeah,
old, but you're still like people are like, "Hey, you know Cardin?" and everybody just laughs. They don't know what you did, but they laugh. Let me see. How tough are they? Nope. We're just gonna do the one. Okay. Alrighty. So, yeah, it's gonna be. Ooh, that's a problem. That is a. Sorry, I messed up. You guys are gonna have to give me just 1 moment here, as I fix where the layers are, because I'm an idiot. Let's see here. 2, it is large, so not quite that big. Alrighty. We're gonna move you guys over here. So, over to the map here so that I can display.
Oh.
Alright. So, yeah, so
Hi!
so, so as you wake up, Valinar, you wake up to the sound of your guys' luggage essentially being tossed and turned, specifically that between you and Katya. And as you kind of roll over, the low embers of the flame illuminate a large feathered figure that seems to have almost a purr to it. And as you kind of like roll over and kind of see it happening, it does not have a passive perception, so I need. Oh wait, there it is, passive. 15. Go ahead and make a, like, as you see it, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, cool. I have advantage on those.
Uh-oh.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you don't freak out.
Nice.
Now I would like you to roll a stealth check to see if you can move without catching its attention.
Okay. And
To
just
do,
so you know, I do have disadvantage on stealth. So
Natural 1 is gonna still do it.
What?
does that
So,
wake everyone
like-
else up?
So like the moment you turn, like you begin to move, like you kind of like stop yourself from like screaming. You begin to move. And the moment you move, this large creature pulls its head up from the bag that it's currently digging through and just turns and looks at you and just stares for a moment and then ah! And that'll wake everybody up. But I would like everybody
Okay,
now.
real quick, just for flavor text.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, for some reason, I see this griffin, as having two tufts of feathers, like on each side of its head, almost like ears. You guys know that hawk, right? That does that. No. Okay. There's a
Don't
hawk
think
that has
so.
two tufts of ears.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. What?
So I don't think I do, unfortunately.
I don't think I do either.
So
Not off the top of my head.
So here I'm gonna roll initiative for Katya. I would, like I said, at this point I would like everybody to roll initiative. 10.
Boom. There it goes. 16.
Ooh, music.
Music.
Something we've been
Alright.
missing.
Okay, so Valinar with a 16, Denock with a 15.
Garden.
Oh yeah. Probably do that.
Wake up. I'm the one who's sleep deprived of our
There we
group.
go.
18. Wow.
We did pretty good.
It didn't do bad either. What's its bonuses? 2. Okay.
About the same
So
as all ours.
Sorry. There. All right. So, being readily surprised, even still, even still being readily surprised, Cardin, you act first in all of this. What would you like to do? I will say, for the sake of brevity, everybody is currently prone.
I'm going to get up.
Okay, that's half your movement speed to stand up.
Yep. And then where is the bird? Oh, there it is. 5, 10, 15. I'm going to try and boop it with my sword.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Dun, dun, dun.
An 11 will miss. Uh-oh, my bad, my bad. I goofed, sorry about that.
You goofed.
Yeah, on
He
stream,
moved.
don't worry about it. I goofed here, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so, alright. An 11 will miss. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think you're.
So.
I think it's like. Not. Because I'm just like, bird, and I like swing at it.
Alright, so that does that end your turn then? That's your action and your movement.
You know what? I will go ahead and I'm a little grumpy from being woken up by this screeching sound.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to be like bonus action rage.
Okay, bonus
Basically.
action rage.
Yep. And then that's turn.
Okay.
So I found what species of bird I was thinking about. The harpy eagle.
Okay, I'll have to look it up later. One second here. Okay. All right, and with that, it is now the Griffin's turn. The Griffin seeing Valinar move and watching as Cardin begins to accost the individual. It is going to make a. It's going to make a beak attack on Valinar and make a claw attack on Cardin. So first for the first one on Valinar. That is a 17 to hit.
Dang it. That's my armor class.
Ooh, I'm sorry. That's going to hurt. That's 12 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Yeah, that is max, though. I will tell you that. That was max
That's exactly
damage.
half my HP.
But that was max. So, sorry. Piercing damage is its beak kind of just clamps down into your thigh region, as you are, I'm assuming, are trying to stumble backwards and up. And then the claw attack on you, Cardin. That's cocked. 16 to hit.
That beat me by 1.
Okay. So you take 9 points of slashing damage reduced to 4
I'm at 30 now.
as you are raging. So
Yeah.
and then with its movement, it is going to. It's going to attempt to fly 30 feet in the air.
Attack of opportunities for all three of you guys.
That's what I was thinking.
So, Cardin, you can make your attack as you normally would. The attacks from,
Katya?
yeah, Katya and Valinar, because you guys don't have Warcaster and have not gotten up. It has to be a melee attack, and it will be at disadvantage due to being prone. Yes. So Katya will use a.
Yes, I'll use my mace.
Dagger strike. Wow, with disadvantage, a 15. And then for him, a 13. Wow. Alright, so all three actually hit. That's amazing. Oh, that's apparently wrong. Let me
Uh-oh.
see. Can I... What happens if I click on it in this chat? There, it rolled damage. Okay.
No, that just rolled the mace again. Why did it not just roll damage?
You have to click
click mace in the chat, and that'll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
No, you're fine. Learning.
And there.
Learning. So go ahead. Yes. So
I mean,
ahead.
that's not too bad for prone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
exactly.
and Cardin?
Yeah, Cardin, don't forget to roll your damage.
Yep. I was waiting.
So.
Woo! 3, 6, 12!
Ouch. So it
Yeah.
takes some damage. And it does fly up into the air, probably 30 feet, and kind of just begins to circle this area a little bit. That brings us to Valinar.
You said 30 feet in the air, right?
Yes. It doesn't
Does
know
it
what you
heal
guys.
itself?
Even though it is a fairly intelligent creature, it does not know the extent of your guys' abilities. Wow, actually, I stand corrected. It is a wise creature, not intelligent.
Yeah, I'll do this since the range is 30 feet. I'm gonna cast Bane.
Okay,
Oh,
that's a saving
What does that
throw,
do?
right?
Yep, that's a Charisma saving throw, DC 15.
Ooh,
What
well,
does that do? I've never heard of the spell. Please tell me what it does.
yeah, go ahead and click Bane. It'll put it in the chat for everybody.
I say if it succeeds, it's fun. If it'll put it in chat.
Yeah, if you click on it on your character sheet, it should put it in chat.
I am. I don't know why it's not putting it in chat.
Let me see.
yeah, I can hear your mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
There it is.
For whatever reason, that one also asks you to cast it at a certain level. So there may
I'm
have.
checking out. There it is.
Yeah. Okay.
These don't appear like in front of my character sheet.
I don't know why that does that. Sometimes it does it. Sometimes it doesn't. So, so Bane. What did you say the saving throw was?
15 charisma.
15 charisma. Oh, sorry. I rolled a 17.
Dang it.
18 minus 1. It just rolled well. I'm sorry. Stop. Stop. It should have stopped.
It just restarted.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm restarting it. So-
Maybe it ran out of time.
Well, there's a loop option. So I thought I had it selected for loop, but maybe I didn't.
So for the rest of my turn, I'm just gonna get up and I'm gonna back up a bit.
Okay.
And there we go.
All right.
Me turn.
Yeah, Dinok.
Gonna back up there and. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted. Why didn't it do it at a higher level? I want to do that at second level.
Let me take a look at the spell real quick. Did you
You should
enter?
probably say what you're doing too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once we get it figured out, I will say.
Try it now. Did it just
No, it just-
straight up roll it
it-
again?
Yeah, I just straight up rolled. So I'm just gonna do
okay.
the advanced dice roller because.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do is do a magic missile at second level.
Okay.
So that is
4d4 plus 4.
all right, 44 plus 4.
17 points of damage. Force, even. Alright. It's looking pretty hurt.
I would hope after that.
Uh-huh. That brings us to Katya. Katya is going to use 15 feet of her movement to stand up and eat. And then they are going to let's do Witch Bolt at second level.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's twice now.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so... Alright, so... Oh, crap, I did it through the wrong chat again. Lols.
Oh yeah, because you have 2 screens.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna do second level Witch Bolt.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh.
That is.
That's a lot of damage.
The lightning is 1 off from max damage. So for the
Podcast.
yeah,
So-
for the podcast.
Yeah, so for the podcast, casting Witch Bolt at second level, rolled a natural 20. So for Witch Bolt, it deals lightning damage, and it rolled a total of, let's see, that's 20, 32, 37 points of lightning damage. Wowza.
Oh, and my magic missile did 17.
Yeah. So as Katya like stands up and is just like, no, you watch as this lightning kind of streaks from her hand and impacts the griffin. And for a moment, all of you swear you see its skeleton as it's kind of flying in the air as it is zapped thoroughly with electricity, with this lightning. And as the light show ends, the griffin plummets to the earth. Hold on.
Roll.
Charred and crispy. Oh, that didn't. There.
Does it smell
Charred
good?
and crispy. Surprisingly, yes. As it impacts the ground, it is most definitely dead. And smoldering at this point. Yeah, it had like 21 hit points left, and then whatever that was, just annihilated it. So, but it is, it is definitely, well done.
Can I just like attempt to I say, hey, does anybody want to attempt to like skin this thing so we can cook it?
Katya would probably be repulsed by that.
Nah, I'm good. I kind of just want to go back to sleep.
Valinar, upon investigating your guys' bags as you guys had been, as the griffin had been rummaging through them, you lost 3 days worth of your rations.
Yay.
So unfortunately,
I'm
I rolled for it and you got the short end of the stick.
Lols. I'm gonna look the griffin over, see if there's anything to salvage.
Not really. I mean, it got pretty well barbecued, so you could attempt to possibly get rations out of it if you wanted. Otherwise, like the talons and the beaks could be of value to the right collector or individual experimenting with different properties and whatnot. So that could be something worthy of taking.
Yes.
Would you like to attempt to do so?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to aid Cardin then? Because he did bring that up a moment ago.
Sure.
Okay. So Cardin, as you were like, let's carve this turkey. D-Nut kind of walks over and is just kind of like, we need those, but to cut here and here, kind of helping you guide through the process. So go ahead and roll survival with advantage. 10!
Are you kidding me?
The one time.
Survival boy rolled bad.
Okay. Okay. So I will say, just because I rolled a general percentile, I will say that you get, Cardin, you were able to pull like 1 day's worth of unburnt yet cooked meat. So one essentially one ration. It will go bad in the next 24 hours if you don't eat it or have some way to preserve it.
I mean breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But you
breakfast.
also managed to pull the beak from the creature.
I hand the beak over to Enoch.
Okay, so Dinok, you have a griffin beak. And at this point in time, Katya is literally going berserk on you guys. Like, what in the hell? Why was that thing able to just waltz into our camp? Blah, blah, blah. You know.
I just say, I'm going back to bed.
Was anyone taking watch?
Apparently not. I woke up to that thing going through our stuff.
Well, she. We want to move this thing out of the camp.
Cardin's
So-
already fast asleep by now.
Yeah,
Enoch walks over and starts nudging you.
just I grab it and drag it.
Make a strength check. 11. It takes a lot of doing, but you kind of just, you manage to drag it a little ways. I'd say if you were to drag it in a direction, you would probably make it straight direction, maybe there.
Close enough.
If you were to drag it.
Yep, I drag it.
It's
and I
heavy,
go back
but
to my blanket.
it's also a bird. It's meant to be fairly it's made to be kept aloft, so it's also, while heavy yet light, if that makes any remote sense. It's got them hollow bones.
Weird. After dragging it there, Valinar goes back to bed.
Okay.
Enoch looks
I love how
at...
we're between the two wizards stuff.
Yeah, Enoch looks at you two muscleheads who just conked back out, looks at Katya and says,
Who looks like they're having a panic attack.
I'll keep watch.
Okay, well,
Can I
thanks.
tell, like, roughly what time it is? Like, where's the moon?
Make a survival check.
Nope.
4.
Wow.
Apparently, we're horrible at surviving.
I'm a city boy!
Morning, night, it's dark out. Probably night. Yeah, you're just not really sure. But you wanted to take watch then?
First watch, yes.
Okay.
Well, our first watch.
Mm-hmm. All right, so go ahead and roll a perception check as you take this current watch. Oh.
Wunderbar!
Yeah, the rest, for the next several hours, you gather. Time passes as it normally would. Nothing seems to be astir within the area. It does seem to be kind of quiet in this area, almost like almost as if the surrounding plains knows that there are creatures hunting at night. So, after probably 4 hours or so, the sun has not yet risen. Do you wake somebody, or do you continue through till morning?
I go over to Carden,
Okay.
nudge him awake.
All right, Carden, you
Or
are
try.
you are nudged awake.
Someone needs to take watch.
Once
So
I make sure he's not going to fall back asleep on his feet, I lay down.
Okay.
And
Easy.
I watch.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. 11. Okay. Much like Denok's watch, your watch goes by uneventful, and as towards the end of your 4 hours, you would imagine you've been sitting there staring at the fire, poking it with a stick. You begin to kind of notice light beginning to break on the horizon. It appears that morning has come.
I start to chew on my griffin.
It's tasty. It's a little bit
Tastes
cold
like
now,
chicken.
but
Yeah, well, it's at this point it's more like it's mostly just to annoy the others when they wake up. You're like, tastes like chicken.
Okay. All right.
Type of deal.
Well, I think as you guys begin to stir for the morning, I think this is actually an appropriate place to take a short break, as it is almost 11 o'clock. So, let's go ahead and just take a quick, bathroom break. Get up and stretch, guys. And we'll come back to you. Get up, stretch, get something to drink, grab a snack if you need it, and we'll come back here in 5-10 minutes. Let's say let's put a hard starting back up at 11. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. We will be back in just a few minutes then. All right, we are back, everyone.
Woo!
We have drinks and I was about to say drinks and refreshments, but those are the same things. Actually,
Yeah, depends on your definitions.
you know what? Never mind. Those technically can be different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the morning comes to you, Carden. What do you do here as you're the first one that's awake this morning?
I sort of tend the fire and wait on the others to awaken as I chew on my cold griffin.
Okay. Going in order.
And then I start singing Chop Suey.
That will probably wake everybody else up. Actually, make a performance check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, that feels about right.
It's a
Oh,
3
God.
for the podcast.
3.
So, the off-key, pitch nowhere to be found singing of Carden, I'd say caresses your ears, but it's probably more like stabs it. as he is singing
Especially
in
with
the
that
morning.
song.
But the morning is yours.
I
And-
wake up thrashing and swearing. And when I finally see Cardin singing, I yeet a firebolt.
And it actually hits.
Soft 20 hits. Roll damage. 10. Cardin, you take 10 points of fire damage.
That sounds about right.
First thing Valinar says is, Cardin, please promise me you will never sing again.
I'd rather hear a choir of zombies performing Hallelujah than that again.
Is that to say you have?
Yes.
Katya sits up and is kind of like doing the pinky rub in the ear. Cardin, who sings that? Not you, obviously. Just who sung that to you?
It's a tribal wake-up song. It's a wake-up song of my people.
Gotcha. And now, is there a specific individual within your tribe that is responsible for singing that song? No, every morning, like a rooster.
Yes, actually, it's it's just whoever is the first one awake that day.
Okay. Well, let's keep it to the first one awake. That, you know, whoever that is. Let's keep it that way. He's the only
I
one allowed to
was
sing
the
that.
first one awake.
Or we could just
No.
not. Or we could just not sing it.
Anyway, the morning is yours. Some of you a little burnt. But the day
I
is yours.
still have more HP than half the party.
Half the whole party.
24?
I'm
pretty sure that's... Oh. I overestimated Valinar's health then. Which I mean is fair, but because clerics are typically pretty healthy boys.
Try to be.
Okay.
Anyway,
I say we should probably get a move on it after we eat breakfast.
He says, chewing on a piece of griffin.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys eat your breakfast of your rations, which are nowhere as good as your breakfast from the day before, where you had been at the inn. But you guys leave and go onward on your adventures towards. Oh yes.
Real quick, I want to do a con saving roll. Denock has never had anything that wasn't processed.
Okay.
City boy. Suddenly roughing it.
Fair enough.
Okay, his stomach doesn't betray him.
I would say so. Not with a 12.
With that 5, it might have.
Yes.
Yeah, with a 5 it probably would have, but thankfully it wasn't at disadvantage yet. So, with that, we press onward, and you guys can continue heading in a southeastward direction towards the city of Baran. So for today's leg of the journey, who is helming this journey? And I would ask that it be somebody other than
Other than Beefy
Cardin,
Boy.
as
Oh.
he helmed it yesterday.
I'll do it, because why not?
Okay. Now I will
I
say,
don't wanna
Cardin, you are
figure
able to
something out.
aid him if you so desire.
Yeah, I'll aid him.
All right. So go ahead and make a survival check, Valinar, with advantage.
Okay.
18. Excellent. You do not get lost.
Yay.
You manage to hold on, guys, my dog is barking. So sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully that's the end of that. No promises. Okay, so 18. Yes. Okay, so you do not get horribly lost as you continue about your way towards Baran. So by the end of this day, as the day begins to come to an end, in the distance, you can actually see formation of trees that seem to be almost a forest. So, what would you guys like to do as the day passes without any issue? And the evening, as the sun begins to fall fairly low, you guys set up another camp for the evening?
Yep.
Is there anything you guys wish to discuss on the way?
That's a good question. I personally would probably just be enjoying the journey unless somebody brings something up.
Also, Cardin, I need you to mark off your trap from your inventory because you never went.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, with what happened during the night, I probably would have forgot it.
Okay. Just so that you are aware.
Plus, I wasn't satisfied with that trap, anyways.
Well, it's not the trap's fault. Anyway, you guys are beginning to set up camp, and you guys are, left to your own devices. I do believe that eventually Katya would get kind of curious about most of you and just kind of begin asking some questions, more along the lines of out of curiosity, specifically with you. In terms of, so there's really no alchemy where you come from.
We don't call it alchemy. It's alcatech.
Alcatech. And what parte is that, or per se, is that?
Many of our medicines are produced through machines and magical empowered processes. It's no longer just someone standing over a table mixing together two ingredients to make anything in a concoction. It's an entire assembly line.
Oh, I believe I've heard of, maybe not exactly this, but I know of somebody who dabbles in a field similar to this. He's a bitchy old man, a gnome fella. Oh god, what did Dad say his name was? Gimel? I don't remember. G something. Gnome fella. He tinkers. One of his latest ideas was making a plate armored suit that moved on its own. I don't know. It was very strange ideas, but apparently him and some other people believe that it's possible. A lot of
Was it something to wear, or was it powered on its own?
I believe he was attempting to make it either way, as a way to potentially wear it or to even not, for it to be almost sentient. I don't. Sentient isn't the right word. Animated, perhaps. Obviously, we would want, he would want to be able to be in control. If it was sentient, it would be able to rise up against its creators, and that would just a whole nother catastrophe.
So either an exosuit or a drone.
Perhaps. They're not really sure. Obviously, the language is going to be drastically different between you guys. But it seems that he has an idea of a similar concept from where he is from.
My stories are.
Well, we were making camp, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, before anyone goes to bed, Val and I would like to ask, are we going to take watches tonight?
Deanock is going to volunteer for first watch.
Katya would believe that it would be a good idea as well.
I'll volunteer for second watch.
Okay.
I'll volunteer for third watch.
All right, and do we want to break it into fours, or do you guys want to just break it into the three?
I'd say we could break it into the three for, because I feel like Kadia, no matter what anybody says, will just not wake up to take her watch. For their watch.
I mean, potentially.
Deanock
So-
just gets this impression that probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Danak, Valinar, Cardin.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right in terms of order?
Yeah.
So with a 10 perception check for the first watch there, Danak, doesn't seem to be too eventful. The night kind of begins to grow dark as you guys are, sleeping. And you're dark and darker, I guess is the way that I should. And the night, is pleasant. It's not a cold or chilly night. It's fairly warm. It's just different than a regular spring night. Although for you, maybe a slight discomfort compared to what you're used to. As weather never changes for you. But your watch goes by uneventful.
That's pleasant.
Woohoo. Guess so.
Your roll.
That one.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be painful.
You, Valinar, you fall asleep. during your watch.
Dang
No. And you guys have, and because of that, you do not wake up, Cardin either.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, okay. Cardin.
Oh no.
Does a keep in mind you have not healed your 10 yet, just so you those 10 points yet, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
So does a let's see, what is that? That's a 24 24 hits.
Great.
And does a
Oh no.
23 hit. Okay, so you take okay. Oh, that's definitely cocked. Okay, so you take, and I'm just going to do the math here so that you don't have to worry about it. You take 26 points of piercing damage.
Oh jeez.
Oh, that knocks me unconscious.
As you guys hear in this pinnacle moment of sleep, as you guys wake in a start, as you guys see a griffin standing over top of Cardin as it slams its beak into and claws into Cardin. And as Cardin's body kind of doesn't move in response to its ferocious attack, it is actually going to pick up Cardin's body and begin to fly into the air. So it is, with its movement speed and everything that happened in this turn, it is currently 30 feet in the air with Cardin. So Cardin, you are considered, well, you're unconscious, so we'll figure that out later. But you're also 30 feet in the air. You're also 30 feet in the air. I want everybody to roll initiative now.
Oh boy.
I was gonna ask if I could quickly cast Healing Word.
It's gonna be initiative on this one.
Nope.
So, here.
And don't you worry, Cardin.
And for the Griffin. Oh no. Okay.
It gets first round.
We'll find out. Also, I need to check something for distance. Did I do that right? Okay, so, Cardin, don't forget you need to roll initiative as well.
Yeah.
So, Katrin, roll 6.
I mean,
I don't even have to change your number. Excellent.
Like,
Valinar rolled a 6.
I still get a higher initiative than the rest of the party, and I'm unconscious.
you're getting ready to start knocking on death's door here, and you're already better than us.
Valinar, I need you to roll. I actually need you to roll initiative again with Katya, because you guys have the same initiative bonus and you guys rolled the same thing.
Great.
So, okay, so you go first.
Hello.
So I'm gonna put you at a 7 just for the sake of the organizer, and then Knock, you are a 14, one less than last time. And then this thing rolled.
I just had to make things difficult.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Aw.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
So. So top of the turn order here. Oh god, why is it doing that? Stop. Okay, you need to stop that right now. There we go. Top of the turn order. The Griffin is going to pick up, or has picked up Cardin. It's 30 feet in the air. It is going to fly.
Oh no.
It's most of its movement speed. Is it speed? It's going to go 5, 10.
Oh no.
And yeah, that's it's, and then it's gonna
and then it's going to make another claw attack on me.
yeah, it will actually. So oh, good. That's actually really low. That's a 10 to hit.
No, that misses.
Okay, and the other attack is a 9 to hit. I rolled
That misses.
I rolled so low. Okay, so Cardin, it is now your turn.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll a death saving throw.
Yep.
10 or higher, or 11 or higher. Sorry, my bad. So 18. Good. That's one success. Knock, it is now your turn.
Alright, I stand up. Unfortunately,
15 feet
the
of your
spells
movement.
that would, the spells that I would work require, or for what I want to do, would require 30 feet, and he's already too far away. So,
Also, just to give, hope this works. Can. Excellent. Because I'm pretty sure, let me double check the range of a campfire light. Because this is actually important for everybody except for Knock.
And Karin.
Oh yeah, and Cardin. Oh yeah, 60 feet. Okay. That did not. See. And we're gonna color as, so that it stands out. We're gonna do this. Reddish color. Okay, it's not appearing. Why is it not appearing? See, that should be fine.
Because Roll20 hates you.
Apparently, like it should. Okay, well, you know what? I don't know why it's doing that, so we're gonna just figure it out. So 60 feet there. That's 60 feet. That's 60 feet. That's the biggest difference there. So I want to do. Square. color red. It's something. We're gonna go with that for right now, so you guys are able to see in that general area, and I will do a reveal area so that you guys can see the whole box. So he is heading towards what seems to be denser woods. So I don't know why that's not working, but worried about it.
So I'll move my 15 feet.
Yep.
And cast Scorching Ray.
Okay. Roll to hit. A 24 will
It's
hit.
not a nat 1. I was hoping for a not a nat.
So I do
fire
that 3
damage.
times.
Oh, that's right. It's a spell,
That's-
so
Yeah.
you have to roll for each hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
15 hit.
15 hits. It's fire.
Third round. 11. That will not hit.
11 will miss.
But still, I did 17 fire damage.
Yes, you did.
And then I yell,
Hey, you big chicken! Get back here!
All right. Valinar, that it comes to you.
Okay, just checking. I can dash is my action and then use a bonus action still, right?
Yeah.
Like healing word.
Yeah, you can do that, absolutely.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll move to there. And then I'm going to use healing word on Carden.
Okay, go ahead and roll for healing word.
And we'll just cast it level 1. 7.
7, all right. So, Carden, you immediately come back to consciousness with 7 hit points.
And my death saves reset.
Yes, that is true.
I'm conscious now.
Yeah, and
I
you are currently 30 feet in the air with 7 hit points. That brings us to Katya, who will stand up and, you know what? Second verse, same as the first. Witch Bolt. Yeah, let's see what happens. A 15 will hit. It will be. It is going to be cast at second level, just because that's a great place to cast it at. So that is going to be 16 lightning damage. Zap. Now Katya is currently concentrating. What are you using for? I don't remember. We're gonna make concentration. We'll do green dot. That works. So that ends its turn. That brings us.
move him?
Huh?
Are you going to move him?
He doesn't need to leave. He doesn't need to leave for Witch Bolt. He's 70-ish, 80 feet maybe away. Witch Bolt is like 120, 150. He's not going to put himself in more danger than he already is. So he's going to stand right there. The Griffin now, passive perception. I'm going to say it notices that you are now currently awake. It's going
Did
to
it
use.
hear me?
I'm sorry. Oh, it
Did
does.
hear
It
me
does.
when I-
It does. It kind of like turns and looks at you, but it is going to. Yeah, no, eagles do this. It is actually going to spend its entire turn and fly straight up.
Oh no.
So. Speed
Oh,
30
no!
Oh, whoops! I read that.
No!
I read that wrong. I used its prowl speed rather than its flight speed last turn. Oh well, I'll use it now. Its flight speed of 80, so it is going to fly 160 feet in the air with its turn. So straight up,
Great.
straight up.
Valinor, do you have a revivify?
Sorry, I only have second level spells right now.
But that's its turn. Cardin.
1 second. Okay, I had to get sunflower seeds out of my mouth. I'm going to. I've been thinking of this the entire. So I'm like in its talons, right?
Yeah.
How tightly is it holding me?
It's holding you tightly, but it's not like, well, I guess it technically has its claws like in your flesh, but that's from where it stuck you earlier. So I would say pretty tightly. Essentially you are grappled. If you wanted to escape its grapple, it would be a contested athletics check.
Okay, I have 2-ish things. I'm not sure how like well this would work in like the scope
tell
of
me what-
combat.
Tell me what you
Because
want to
when
do,
I-
and I'll tell you how it'll
Uh,
work.
I sort of want to try like an animal handling
Oh,
thing
jeez.
to try and like almost like try and ride the griffin, like almost like
Okay, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to essentially reverse the grapple where you are then on its back.
yes.
So that would basically be using your entire because it takes an action to break a grapple. So that would take 2
Basically it'd be
turns
like-
essentially.
Because it would be
Um,
like break the grapple and like swing up on its back. Basically.
Yeah, it would basically take this turn to break the grapple, and then next turn it would take your turn to grapple it, where you can be in a position where you're in control essentially on its back. But you could use this turn to break its grapple if you wanted to. You could also break its grapple where you just free fall.
Which is what I'm trying to not do.
Okay.
Um,
So, just for reference, because you were already 30 feet in the air and then it flew 160 feet, 140 feet into the air, you are currently 170 feet in the air.
yeah, that's why I don't want to free fall.
So, uh-huh.
Yeah, let's try this contested grapple.
Okay, do you want to do your bonus action first?
Yeah, bonus action rage.
There you go.
Because I'm like,
Now you have
screw this crap.
and now you have advantage on that athletics check. So
Yeah.
contested athletics. So go ahead and roll athletics. Okay.
I
20,
mean,
25. Okay. I am actually going to allow the complete reversal on this turn because I rolled a natural 1 for its athletics check.
nice.
And then I rolled severity and I rolled a 2. So very severe. So I'm going to say you actually like grab its talons and like pull it free, and it like drops you for a moment. You weren't expecting it, but you quickly just reach out and grab its tail. And use the tail like a vine in the jungle like you used to when you were a child, and swing up onto its back and are currently perched on its back where the 2 wings meet in the shoulder blades, right at the base of the neck. But that does take your entire turn to do so.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, freaking luck of the dice, dude.
Well, the thing is with this is I'm just imagining like that Oliphant scene from Lord of the Rings with Legolas.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like that's just like epic.
Yeah. All right. D-Knock.
Well, seeing as my friend is now,
Moving.
yeah. How high up is it, you said?
He is 170 feet directly up from the space that he is in. So from you... Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
From you, that's 25 feet. So he's probably close to... I would probably say somewhere around the 200-ish feet away from you. I don't actually feel like doing the Pythagorean theorem or whatever.
I got nothing. I have nothing.
So-
That can reach that.
I don't.
Even if I was standing directly under him, I couldn't reach him. So I'm just gonna move. Oh, that's all I can do is just move a step closer.
Okay.
To the edge.
Hold on. I thank you for that, by the way. Love the reference. I am going to hold a magic missile.
For when
The
it comes
moment
in
it-
within range.
Yep, if it comes within range, boom,
Okay.
magic missile at level 2.
Okay. All right. Valinar, what would you like to do?
It'd be about the same 200-ish distance from me, right?
Yeah, maybe a little bit
like,
less, but
you know.
still going to be really close to that.
Right now, I'm just wishing I was a druid.
Turn into a arrow.
Probably just step a little closer. About there, and I'm gonna hold a guiding bolt.
Okay. Till it comes within range. All right.
Yep, 120.
Katya is going to use its action to inflict Witch Bolt. Because Witch Bolt doesn't have to hit. For another 18 points of lightning damage. Ouch.
Ouch.
Although actually,
Okay, question. Since he's sitting on it, does he conduct the electricity?
I'm not that mean.
And
actually-
I'm wearing.
I actually need to look up Witch Bolt real fast, because if they leave the range of the spell, he may not be able to inflict that
Distance.
spell. Spell also ends if the target is either outside the spell's range or has total cover from you. Okay, so it is if it comes out of range. Oh wait, what? Oh, oopsie. It's only a 30-foot range. I thought it was 120, which that would have made way more sense. That's my bad. I should have looked that up long ago. So it doesn't take that damage, unfortunately.
Cardin
and-
is surprisingly fine with that.
And then because at that point in time he wouldn't be able to keep concentration up on it. So he would lose the spell. He doesn't have anything to extend his spells. Far enough. Yeah, not far enough either. Yeah, he's going to. At this point, he will move closer. 20. And is going to ready fire bolt in case it gets close enough. Okay, that ends its turn. The Griffin is going to fly its movement speed directly upwards. So that's
So high up.
170 feet. So you are now 250 feet in the air.
Woo.
Okay.
And
well,
it is.
I'm losing my
Huh?
Yeah, so am I.
You're what?
Health
I
spell.
was holding a spell, and now I lost it.
Well,
Yeah.
well, not yet. You have it until it comes back around to your turn.
Which is
Potentially. However, what it is going to do is it is now going to turn and nosedive and attempt to. It's gonna essentially free fall. So it falls 60 feet. Just at the rate that's what you fall per round is 60 feet, I believe, per round. And it is going to spin in a circle and attempt to shake you off. Cardin, so I need you to make a athletics check in order to hang on to the Griffin. That's cocked. You are raging, so that's an 18. Oh no. I rolled a 19.
Oh, looks like you're free falling. Yep. Looks like you're free falling.
What did you get?
A 19?
Oh.
Ouch. Actually, hold on. I wonder, can he... I'm looking for a way to save you. Hold on, I want to see something.
There goes Cardin's brilliant idea.
Hold on, I have an idea. I would have to veto something that I've already done, but it would totally be worth it. Let me see, because I don't know if there is a rule against... Oh wait, he's human. You would be outside of the range of the light, so it wouldn't matter. Shoot! Because if it's sight... Dang, okay. Okay.
Well,
Uh,
if they're both in free fall, would they be falling at the same rate?
Yes. So you are currently at the same altitude of the Griffin, which 250 minus 60 is 190 feet.
I'm going to try and do like the. Well, I take it it's probably my turn.
It's your turn now. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, this is nice because this is sort of like real time happening since both of them are sort of going at it.
Yeah. You guys are literally falling. Like you are literally falling like right beside this large beast.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm thinking like forbid that I reference this movie, but like the dragon fight in Aragon almost.
Okay.
Like I'm going to try and like grab onto like I'm going to try and re-grab onto the griffin after I've been spun off, like grab onto like one of the wings or whatever like part that I might be able to like sort of float closer to.
Okay. I'm going to say this will be another athletics check. However, I'm going to say it's going to be just a straight roll since you have nothing to get to find purchase on, okay?
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to kill you here. It makes a whole lot of sense. I rolled a 10. So 15. With that, you like are reaching and you just grab a handful of feathers, and just kind of pull yourself kind of back to the wing of this beast. Okay.
Can I use a bonus action to mind link with it?
Can you use a bonus action to do mind link?
Mind link is an action.
So
Is
unfortunately,
It's you can speak to.
It also has to be a creature that can speak or knows a language.
yeah, unfortunately, griffins are illiterate. So,
Yeah, I was like, since griffins are a wise creature, they
Yep.
might. So
that is
was
true,
sort
but they have a 2 intelligence.
okay.
So
I was
sorry.
like-
Good
Yeah, I
try
was just
though.
thinking
That's a good
for a
idea.
wise creature, it might work.
Yeah. Dinok. Unfortunately, you do lose the spell, as it is now your turn. But there are 100.
I told you.
I know. I didn't know what was going to happen. The Cardin could have forced the creature down, if he would have held on to the onto the griffin, which would have brought them within the 120 feet range.
Are you serious? Magic missile's broken.
I'll try and fix it after the stream. So what would you like to what would you like to do? Danak?
Good knock.
How far away did you say it was?
At the moment, it's about 190 feet in the air.
Yeah, I'll hold on to a magic missile.
Okay. First level again?
First level.
Okay. Sorry, second level again, first level. Okay, first level, holding magic missile. All right.
Because I'm out of second level.
Okay. I understand. Valinar. You do lose your guiding bolt.
Yep.
What would you like to do with your turn?
190 feet in the air.
Yeah.
You said they're falling?
Yep, at the moment anyway.
Sure. This might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna hold a. Might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna hold a scorching ray. Well, no. I'm just gonna hold a guiding bolt again.
Okay.
Hold a healing word.
Healing word is 60 feet.
Yeah, it's
We're not gonna fall into that range.
True.
yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Catherine. God, I don't think. Oh, I forgot to roll this. Good. Okay. Absolutely nothing. They're gonna. They'll cast Blade Ward on themselves. I don't know. That's about all they can do. No, actually, they'll hold another Firebolt. They lost it this time, so they'll hold another one. So I described that you. So that brings us back to the Griffin. I described that you were holding on to the wing from your re-grappling of the creature. So I'm gonna say that the Griffin initially falls 60 feet right away. Or as you guys kind of reach that point. What's the range on a guiding bolt?
120.
Is it 120 or 150?
Mine says 120. What I have?
I'm just gonna double check because that's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
huge.
looking
Okay,
for it.
yeah. What I have online is 120 as well. Okay.
Okay.
Just to be sure because it's at 130 feet right now.
Gosh.
I know. However, because you are grappling it, it is going to attempt to break your grapple, Cardin. So I need you to make an athletics check. And now you have advantage again because you have purchase.
I'll take that 19.
Okay, you just barely maintain its your control of its wing, essentially. That's its action. It can't use its movement because it fell. What would you like to do with your action? What would you like to do?
I'm going to try and like dragon ride this.
Dragon ride it. Okay. I will say go ahead and make another athletics check. To maintain control, and we'll see how much of a margin you beat it by. To see if you can force it any lower. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay.
I mean,
I'm actually really impressed by that. Okay, so for the podcast, he rolled a natural 20.
nat 20, which brings me to like a 26.
Which is excellent, because the Griffin rolled a 22. Yeah, so I will say for the sake of that just because of how close that was, go ahead and roll me, go ahead and roll me 1d100.
Ooh.
$32. Okay. So I'm going to say, just because of the natural 20, I will say that you are able to move it downward 15 feet, bringing it to 115 feet in the air.
Hey.
So that will trigger lots of held actions, because that's within the 120 mark, which is the magic number. So roll them bones.
Just everyone all at once.
Yeah, I'll sort it out. So
Give me a second.
you're unfortunately an 11's gonna miss on that guiding bolt, Valinar.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hit 12 points of force damage. 10. God dang it.
Max on that firebolt.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, so 22 points of damage to this griffin. It's looking really rough, guys. But that ends Cardin's turn, as it was forced within range of your guys' held actions. That brings us to Danak.
Third verse, same as the second.
You're rolling 3D. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm sorry, that's my bad. 12 points of force damage. How would you like to kill it?
Oh!
It had 4 hit points left. Yeah, Valinar, if you would have hit, you guys would have killed it.
So close.
I want one bolt to splatter the brain, one bolt to pierce the wing, and one bolt to go through the chest but not hit Cardin.
Well, he's currently grappling one of the wings.
Okay, so yeah, go right through the chest.
Okay. So, Cardin, you watch as these 3 beams of arcane energy, just almost eviscerating the head, another one tearing a hole in the chest of this creature, maybe half an arm's length from you, and the other wing itself just being broke and almost separated from the body, as you and the body of this griffin continue to fall. So,
Yep.
the griffin is dead. However, Cardin is not out of the woods yet, as he has 7 hit points. Valinar, what are you going to do?
Let's do this.
How high in the air was he?
He's
115?
115 at the moment.
I want to try and do something really cool, so...
He's falling 60 each round, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how much okay, I'll hold a level 2 healing word until he's within range.
Okay, for...
You cut out.
Oh, sorry. For who?
For
For Cardin.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Um...
I'm
God.
gonna revive the griffin.
Kind of hard when there's no brain.
Magic.
That's regeneration.
For the lol, like, I don't have any, like, Kadia doesn't have anything to do, so for the lols, he's going to, minor illusion, a pile of pillows on the floor underneath, Cardin as he's falling. It's literally the best thing he's got.
Oh boy, now I have to make a decision.
It's literally the best thing he's got.
Well, the thing is, with my intelligence,
Oh, you're right.
Like, I knew exactly what I was going to do, and then you made the pillows.
Okay. So now, okay, on the Griffin's turn, it falls 60 feet, and it is now currently 55 feet in the air, which will trigger your healing word, I believe, because it's 60 feet on healing word.
My healing word's on Carden.
Yeah. But
Okay.
he's falling. He's gripped. He's grappled with the
Oh,
Griffin.
they're together. Okay.
Yeah,
I got you now.
Yeah. So same
Yeah,
distance.
I'm grappling it.
He's writing it down, in a sense. So go ahead and your healing word. So you heal 9 additional healing there, Carden.
So that's 15. Oh,
Wait.
I'm up to 15 then.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
16. Yeah, 16.
That ends the Griffin's turn. So Carden, it is now your turn. You see the ground approaching rapidly.
Can I make a like a wisdom, just like a personal? I think actually this would be intelligence.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to decide what Carden wants to do with his intelligence, because I know what I would do, but I also know what Carden might do. So it's because he, with his perception, he'd probably see the pillows that Kadia made out of minor illusion.
Potentially.
So I want to decide if I want to like jump, like try and jump into the pillows, or if I want to like try and climb onto the meteor part of like the back of the Griffin and try to like almost glide down with it while it's falling, like to use it as a cushion. Like to, you know, like rodeo style, like
Right.
Yeah.
So, which
here's the thing.
which one do you think Carden would more do? Would he jump into a pile of pillows that A, he doesn't know what a pile of pillows is?
yeah. Well,
B,
that's why I was going to make an intelligence check to like see.
He didn't know what a bed was.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
that's the whole thing. Like, literally, you just see something, like, and you're 60 feet in the air to begin with, or 55 feet in the air. You do not have dark vision, so you are just barely seeing anything at the moment. You just kind of see something appear on the ground. You can't really make out what it looks like, but it's nothing you're familiar with, I'll say that much.
Okay.
So
yeah, Carden's going to try and like clamber onto like the back and try and just with his enormous strength just heave up on the like try and like heave up to sort of like flatten out the trajectory of the Griffin
So okay.
to like make it so it's not a complete like nosedive down.
Okay. Go ahead and just make an athletics check. Just you're still raging, so not a problem. Soft 20. Yeah, not a problem. You kind of like grab where the head was and just kind of pull up a little bit, like pushing back and down kind of on the rump area, trying to bring the chest of the Griffin up a little bit. You managed to do so a little bit. And that brings us to Dinok for this turn here. What would you like to do?
Dinok got nothing to help. No, literally, the only thing I have to help is that Mage Hand.
I was thinking you were going to try and resurrect the Griffin.
I was kind of hoping you just knew Featherfall.
I mean, the sorcerer could have known a distant spell too, but that didn't happen. Or not, the distant meta magic, but that didn't happen. Anyway.
Like I said, I was just hoping.
Okay, so not really anything you can do, so you're just kind of on standby.
The best I can do is have it is have the hand ready when he comes within 30 feet to give him a high five.
Okay. You're gonna just try and give him a high five as he's surfing
I'm
this
saying
beast to the ground.
That's all he could do. That's all he could do. Not doing it.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh dang, Jordan would totally dig that.
Valinar, what would you do?
Would you see
Or what are
it
you
in
gonna do on
time?
your turn?
Probably
Second
not.
verse, same as the first.
So,
Level
healing
2
word.
healing word.
Level 2 healing. Yeah. You get it back an additional 12, Cardin.
I need to
That'll-
do math.
That ought to help.
Okay. 28.
Question: is he raging still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it lasts for a minute, so why not?
Okay.
So, all right. Katya is gonna continue. Can you do it? Do you have anything fancy? No. No. Ooh, maybe. He's smart.
Could he like minor? No, he wouldn't know what it was. I would say like minor illusion, like a small like those lights that the people use, like the flaggers on the runways.
Actually, what he's gonna do is he's gonna hold his action to cast Shatter right before you guys hit the ground in an attempt to lessen the impact.
Okay.
So essentially, when you guys get like 10 feet from impact, he's going to cast Shatter in an attempt to lower the impact of you guys hitting the ground, kind of like causing air turbulence in a sense.
or like
so-
an air cushion type of
Yeah,
deal.
kind of a thing. So that's what he's going to try to do. We'll see how that works. I'll allow it.
You'll allow it because you're the one who suggested it.
Damn straight.
Damn straight, Skippy.
All right, so it brings us to the Griffin. The Griffin falls 60 feet, and as it's only 55 feet in the air, it smacks with the earth. However, that does proc Katya's held action, which Shatter, second level. See the damage that it rolls, 11. Okay, not bad.
Do I have to make a Constitution saving throw to?
No, it's targeting the way that it's targeting. It is targeting the space between the Griffin and the ground within that 10-foot space.
Okay.
So you're fine.
I wasn't sure if it would like
No.
catch me in it. Or...
No. So the Griffin's dead, so it automatically fails the saving throw. It does destroy most of the center of the Griffin, though. But with 11 points of damage, he does manage to reduce the fall damage a bit. So it is 1d6 per 10 feet, and you were falling essentially 60. So he will have reduced it by 1. So this is 5d6 bludgeoning force damage as you guys crash into the earth and you go tumbling off. So 5d6. Oof. So you would take 17 points of... Actually, you'd been falling for longer than that.
Yeah, we were falling for like 200 feet
Uh-huh.
total.
And there wasn't any break in that.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm grabbing the advanced dice roller real quick.
Would you say
Oh, no.
like since I was like on top of the Griffin, would that take some of the damage?
We'll get there. So you were 200 feet in the air when it began falling. Actually, it was 250, so that's every 10 feet, so that is 25 d6. That's a hell of a firebolt. So. You know what? Yeah, no, we'll do it this way. So it had 83 points of damage. I'm going to reduce that by 11 from the shatter, bringing it down to 72. And then I'm going to say that the griffin, even though it took some damage from the shatter, is going to absorb about a quarter of that. So it takes 18 points of that damage, bringing it down to 54 points of damage. But because you were raging, it's halved, so you take 27 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Thank you, healing word. I'm at 1 HP.
Are you for real?
Yeah. I had 28 HP.
Oh, okay. So,
Cardin is the 1 HP wonder, apparently.
oh my god. So you come...
He sort of, like, somersaults off of that thing and just like, yeah!
So, as the beast and Cardin come searing in like a satellite out of space, it impacts and slides, and the dust kind of stirs, and you guys watch as Cardin is thrown from the beast, and as he kind of rolls and bounces around a little bit, he eventually kind of like tumbles and lands on his feet and kind of like staggers forward and kind of just turns and like looks at what just happened, his blood covering his face. He looks badly fucked up, but alive.
Yeah, and then just because for the fact that he's alive and that he thinks that was fun, he's gonna be like, yeah, do like that up in the air fist pump type of thing, and then he's just gonna like collapse on the ground.
So he just throws his fist in the air and then poof, just drops like a rock. Holy shit, guys!
That was a thing.
We kept the barbarian alive.
Somehow.
Who would have thought that would have been a goal?
I mean, 2 weeks in a row, that's been the goal.
Yeah.
Well, that and like I was just sort of like, well, I'm up in the air. I'm going to try and like dragon ride this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just between what was done to the griffin, the fact that a griffin is not super dense. I mean, they're fairly strong and powerful creatures, but they're not super dense. And the fact, just because of the height, dude, like you were 250 feet in the air at its peak, and then it began to free fall essentially. So you're lucky that you survived that at all, because although technically speaking you were raging, so a 83 divided by 2, 41 points of damage I don't believe would have outright killed you.
No, I have max HP of 34, so no.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have outright have killed you, so you could have survived that entire free fall technically. You just would be unconscious, and probably dying, because Valinar, how tapped are you on spells?
I have one level 1 left.
Okay, so you would have been either would have been very thankful that somebody bought a healing potion, or you would have been taking that last spell slot.
That being said, I do have the spare the dying cantrip.
Ah, fair enough. But
yeah, fair. That was
so. As
close.
you guys kind of collect your things and move back to the campsite to finish your rest, and to restart your rest for some of you.
Yep. Good night.
I'm like completely restarting my rest.
That'll actually be where we end tonight's session, and we'll pick up next
Asking
week.
Katya to be the one to.
Huh?
Asking Katya to be the one to.
Take a watch. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, it's like a 14 or something. But you guys, rest of the night, not a problem. You guys, next week we'll pick up here in the morning of this third day. And it will be a long rest for everybody, so that is not an issue.
Yay.
But yeah, wow, you guys.
1 HP.
2 weeks in a row, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys, honestly, if it wasn't in that last fight, if it wasn't for Katya's natural 20 on that lightning, the Griffin was going to do the exact same thing to Dinok.
Dinok would not have survived that.
Nope.
No. Well, the issue. Well, you guys see the creature for you had the drop on you, and it targeted you because you had the previous Griffin meat.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that you guys know a little bit of lore about Griffin. Actually, one of you somebody make a nature check.
Who's making it?
To figure that out.
I will.
I'll say you gave Dinok advantage because you probably have never you might have seen the Griffin. Griffins,
I mean, I was in the wilderness, so
so when Griffins mate, they mate for life. And when they are actually the creatures are actually known to avenge their mate if they are murdered, in a sense. So you get the sense that it took Cardin as the killer of its mate due to having Griffin meat on it, or at least the smell of other Griffin meat on him. So that's probably what happened there, Dinok.
neat.
So, but yeah, that, but in that last fight, it didn't have a whole lot of hit points by the time it got away from everybody, in that flight. It literally lashed out at, Cardin and Valinar because you guys surprised it. And then it was basically gonna fly away, but it was very scared, and then it saw a guy breaking from the pack, so it was gonna try and take that as its food instead. But before it had an opportunity to like fly near it, that natural 20 just completely annihilated its 21 hit points that it had left, or something like that. So it didn't have an opportunity to grab Dinok. Which could have been really fun. For me, anyway. For me. So, very good job, guys. Was not expecting... was not expecting that. Huh?
Natural 1 for perception.
Well, no. But you would have probably... let me roll the stealth check for the Griffin. Oh, that's like a 10 plus like 2. So you would have seen the Griffin essentially just begin to like it would have tried to land silently, and then it would have actually walked around the camp slowly and quietly for the most part. And it would have, like, when it smelled Cardin, that's when it would have screeched and murdered him. but it was also in that moment it realized, oh, he's pretty meaty, and so he took him with him as dinner. So, but yeah. Oh, Carden.
Hey, you have to admit that was some pretty decent thinking on, like just and not really thinking, just like going with it.
Oh,
Instinct.
dude, if
Just
you
like instinctual, like
there are so many things that could have gone wrong with this, and yet so many things went right. It was amazing. Oh my god.
this is just epic.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for the stream tonight. Holy crap. He almost died.
Again.
Yeah.
Again. So thank you guys so much for coming by.
Real
Oh,
quick,
sorry.
guys.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I do have an announcement for my last. If you've been listening, you know I've been trying to get Skyrim to stream that. As of this point, it's going to be on the back burner for a while, as I can't go 15 minutes without just absolute CTD with no reason, seemingly no reason whatsoever. I am looking into that, trying to bug fix that, but for now, that's going to be for a later date. Instead, I'm going to get started getting Dark Souls 3 Cinders mod up and running. And we'll be
Awesome.
streaming that every Thursday and every other Saturday at 9 p.m.
All right. And the channel for that is twitch.tv/Romulus. So
Yep.
go check out his channel. It'll be a lot of fun. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for coming by, checking out the stream. Support the channel by sharing it with your friends, family, anybody who might enjoy the content that we produce. What we produce is Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. We play myself, Romulus, and Blind. We play the Borderlands series. We currently are playing through those games. So if you're a Borderlands fan, check us out on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then on Fridays we play D&D, obviously, also starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I have a personal stream that's kind of a here and there thing. Sometimes I need to get better at being more consistent with it. But I have to take care of my other things in life first. But typically either Tuesdays or Thursdays I play The Witcher 3 typically, and that is what I do during those evenings from 9 p.m. to about midnight Eastern Standard Time as well. So if you guys again like what we do, please come check us out. Tell your friends, family, whoever you think might enjoy this content. If you missed any of the videos and want to catch up on them, you can catch them. You can find them all on the Big Ripper YouTube channel, including our D&D videos. If you want our D&D videos in a more friendly way, you can find our videos over on Podbean under the Mundus campaign. That's MUNDUS campaign. That's the title we're going with for right now until we find a better one that we will cover in story. So that's going to be a canon thing. And if you guys want the latest updates for the stream, for myself, whether that be Borderlands, The Witcher, or D&D, follow me on Twitter at Big Ripper, and I will post all of the latest updates there. As well, you can find some of my other works there. So feel free to follow me there and on Twitter. But in the meantime, guys, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you all in the next one. Good night.
See y'all.
Good night.
All right.